Hi, hello. Welcome back to the Lily Pad. My name is Lilith. This is gonna be a kind of a how to I do. This is gonna be a how I do Dabi makeup. I don't really know how I'm going to go about doing this because this is a long process. I'm not gonna lie. And I'm sure many other Dobby cosplayers can attest to this. The whole process takes a while because not only are you putting makeup on your face, you're also putting makeup on your arms, unless you took the other way. And I wouldn't say it's a shortcut, but it is a shortcut, and you did like the sleeve things, like the little pull-on sleeves, so you didn't have to do your makeup. I personally would rather do the makeup on my arms. I know it takes a while, but I like the way it looks, so I'm gonna stick to it. So if you came from my last video, which was the how to style fluffy Dobby hair on your own hair or on a wig, and you are here now, hi, thanks for coming back. Alright, so we're gonna get started. I don't really have a particular way that I'm going to do this. We're just gonna go with it. So what you're gonna need a lot of different things. So to do what you're going to do, you're gonna need some latex. I got this from Spirit. I got it when I worked there. So if you want a super seasonal job and you want a discount on makeup, don't work at Spirit. It will drain you. I mean, you can get liquid latex anywhere. I worked at Spirit for 3 years. It was fun. Just remember, it's a seasonal job. Don't let it get to you. So get your liquid latex. You're gonna need some setting powder. I got the Marron color set powder. And it's just like a translucent setting powder. And then I have the Bruise Wheel. It is the FX Wheel EW-4 Master Bruise Wheel from, oh, it's not, I can't do it. There, it's the Bruise Wheel. So you get like, there's like a bluish, like a deep navy blue, a green. There's like a burgundy, like a deep wine burgundy. And then like a, I don't know, another red burgundy, and then like a purple. So perfect for what we're gonna do. If you don't know who Dobby is and you're just here because you just wanted to see me talk, Dobby is a villain from the League of Villains from My Hero Academia, or Boku no Hero Academia, whatever. He's a spicy fire boy, very moody, very broody. He's just a bad boy. And I am a sucker for aesthetically pleasing, dark, villainous, emo boys. And, you know, since you can't date them, why not become them? Alright, so we're gonna get started. I'm going to go in... This is weird because I'm having to like adjust my makeup routine. Normally I was gonna be like, oh, let's grab concealer. We don't need concealer because the entire under eye of Dobby is bruised and burned and scorched. So this works out perfectly for me. So we're just gonna work what we've got. I'm gonna go in with the foundation though, just to smooth out some areas of the skin. You're not gonna need a whole lot. I'm gonna try and keep it isolated. So like the nose and just the cheeks. I'm gonna go ahead and cover my like upper lip and conceal it. Dobby has like, he's a boy. He has like, oh, I wouldn't say, okay, that sounds bad. I was gonna say he's a boy and boys have thin lips. Not all boys have thin lips, but Dobby's upper lip is not prominent. So I'm just going to cover that for now, and then we'll decide what to do with it later. So I did a little bit of foundation, primarily just like right here in the center of the face, and then forehead, because Dobby, if you don't know the character, he's got like bruises and burning underneath the eye, and then like from his jaw down to his neck, down to his chest, and then he's got it like arms. Good tip to know: before you put liquid latex on your skin, you're gonna want to put a thin layer of Aquaphor or Vaseline or something to protect your skin. Because if you're someone like me and you're just like, oh, it's gonna be fine, no, it's not gonna be fine. It dries out your skin, and if your skin is already dry to begin with, trying to peel it off at the end of the day, it's not fun. It hurts. So you're gonna want to do a thin layer underneath here. I would say go ahead and try to get it onto your lashes too. Lashes and hair. So like if you're gonna go up under here where your hairline is, go ahead and put some in like where your wig or hairline is. Even like your baby hairs, just put it all over, because ripping off latex off your skin where there's baby hairs is not fun. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that right now. Dobby's burns underneath his eyes, the way that they're drawn, they look like they go a pretty far ways down his face, but I think it's just because like anime proportions. I'm just gonna work with my dark circles, so I'm not gonna go much further. I think at some point it like bled through like the last time I did it, and plus I was using terrible makeup. I used the makeup that I bought at Spirit just to do a cost test because I wanted to wear it on Halloween. Don't. Invest in some good costume makeup if you're gonna do the thing. Yeah, go ahead and just put it all over. I don't even... Maybe it's just from rubbing my skin. It's like I don't even have makeup on right now. My face already looks like it's turning bruised. That's fine. Never thought that I would be cosplaying Dabi again, but here we are. Why not? We're in quarantine. We don't have anything else to do. So let's do a 3 to 4 hour process makeup. Or see how fast we can do it. Well, last time it took me like 3 or 4 hours just to do it. But I was also layering latex and tissues. So I think this time we're just gonna do latex and makeup on top of it. And that may save some time. But I also found, as much as like using like tissue paper as a texture, because it gave him like, or it gave me like a really nice like wrinkle scar tissue, it was so hard to move in. And I think because I layered too much of it. So we're gonna try something different. I feel so gross right now. What is happening with my skin? Alright, well, day 432 of the coronavirus quarantine. I am turning into an anime boy. What? I didn't know my skin was like this sensitive. Like, y'all see this? Like, what is going on? I'm gonna cut a small sponge so that we can get like under the eye area. I would have grabbed like a Q-tip, but I really don't want to get up, so we're gonna make this work. So I cut off like the tip of a sponge, and then I'm gonna cut it in half again, and we're gonna use this for like the under eye area. Before we do the latex, let's go ahead and do brows. Brows and laying out like the line. So you can use a black or a brown. I may just end up using a black. So Dobby's like burns, if you know anything about like contouring and stuff, you know like a darker shade is gonna make it look like it's like receding. or like I would use like a dark brown or a black. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and use a black, because once we get like the purple and the black and everything on, it's going to blend well anyways. I'm just gonna use an old eyeliner. Like, I have like this much left of it. I hate wasting eyeliner. It's like there's still product in it. Dobby's burns from on his face start at the corners of his mouth, and they kind of scoop upwards towards his temples. So we're just gonna and depending on the way you want your makeup to look, I want Dobby to kind of have like that like gloomy but like, I don't know, like creepy look. So you could do it like more streamlined this way, or just do it, follow your face shape, because all the photos that I see of Dobby, his go from here to up, so I'm just gonna do that. I think I'm gonna do it from here because I can see a little bit better. I also want to follow more of like his jaw. Obviously I don't have like a dude's jaw, but I do want to kind of follow that shape. I think that's even. It's probably not even. I don't think it's even. I think one side is higher. Oh, sorry. I think one side is higher than the other, but it is. So yeah, if you goof, you can just decide like, oh, what side do I want to... I think I like this side. Yeah. There we go. Doesn't have to be perfect. Work with what you got. Starts like here. I have reference photos of him pulled up on my computer, which is behind. But yeah, his makeup kind of like goes. If you don't plan on taking your coat off when you're cosplaying him, you can literally just stop the makeup like here. Or if you want to go all out, have somebody help you get like the back of it. I'm not going to, because I'm literally just going to take photos and then take it off. So do the parts that you can see. I've been using like a medium, oh, it's a neutral brown. I'll go in with like a neutral brown pencil so I get like a general shape of what I want with my brows, and then I go over it with a powder. And Dabi, from what I can see, he's got typical like dude straight brows. So we're just gonna go with it. So I'm just going, so if you can see my brow is slightly arched, I'm just gonna like cross that. So Dobby doesn't really have like the menacing, like angry brows. I think his brows are actually fairly thin. So we're just gonna stick with like a dude brow, which is like a straight across kind of rectangular shape. I really do think his brows are thinner, but it's okay because your wig or your hair is going to be covering it anyways. It doesn't have to be perfect. So now I'm going to go in. You can use an eyeshadow or a brow powder. I've had this brow powder since like forever. It is the Shiseido Eyebrow Styling Compact in GY901. I don't know what that means. It doesn't have any color, but it's got like a, like those colors. An angled brush. We're just going to fill them brows in. Yeah, so when you're doing your makeup, you want to think about the mood you're trying to convey and the general resting, the general resting face of your character. I feel like Dobby has like RBF, but like for dudes. Very like moody, broody. So like a brow that is more like, if the front of the brow is more like in, it looks a little bit more menacing. So you can bring that in a little bit, which I probably will. There we go. If you want like a softer brow in a character, you want them like, I don't know, like a I can't take myself seriously right now. We're gonna save this conversation for like another video, maybe for like a different character. We're gonna focus on Mr. Moody and Broody. Am I attracted to the character, or do I want to be the character? Or like what Toga said, like Toga says, like when you, I can't remember the exact quote, but it's like when you like someone so much you want to be like them, or like you start becoming like them or something like that. And it's, I feel that way with like a lot of anime boy characters of like, am I attracted to them, or do I just want to be them? Like, do I actually want to date an anime boy, or like be an anime boy? And it seems like it's the latter. I just want to be an anime boy. But then does that work on like the opposite spectrum of the like guys that are obsessed with like anime waifus? Like, do they want an anime waifu, or do they want to be an anime waifu? That's the question. That is the $1 million question right there. So sound off in the comments and let me know how you feel about it. I'm here for it. I am here for it. This palette, it should probably be retired by now, honestly. I know it's really bad, like everything has like a shelf life. This was the very first palette I ever bought, right? First palette I ever bought. It's barely been used because when I bought it, I worked at Ulta. And I also had a shiz ton of other makeup. I'm using a dirty brush. It is my MAC 217. We're gonna go in with a cream color all over the lid. It's gonna help set that foundation if you put any on your lid. I'm gonna take this like taupey color. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, taupey. And kind of like just go straight across. I love, oh my god, I can't talk. I love like the sleepy, like you can see the difference, like it kind of makes it have like that sleepy, like, I'm sleep deprived look. Cause we all love a good sleepy boy. So it adds some depth to your lids without it being like too much. Because Dobby does have like the sleepy look. If you want to create more of like a deep set eye, take that color and just kind of like work it right in here. Blend it real good. Or don't. I don't care. Do what you will. But yeah, Dobby's a sleepy Frankenstein boy. I wouldn't say sleepy. He seems sleepy. But you can tell the difference. I look much more, what is the word? Slept in. I love it. It's gonna be my everyday look from now on, guys. I'm gonna bring it down a little bit more. And around the eyes. We're gonna go ahead and contour. We're just gonna use this color and contour. There we go. Got a nose job. Nice. I mean, from the front of it, it's fine, but from the side, like, you can tell my nose is still very curved. I think I got that from my mom. This little whoop. It's fine. It's fine. Top line, black. It does not have to be perfect because I'm going to go in with a water liner. A liquid liner. I'm going to go in with a liquid liner up top. But you just want to make sure like your lash lines are... Holy crap. Your lash line is like filled in. Like so. Take your white liner. And we're going to go on the lower lash line. Because I want it to pop still. It kind of makes your eyes look bigger. I know Dobby's eyes aren't like, but we'll play around with it and adjust it. So I'm gonna take a liquid liner. Dobby's eyes are very like slanty, unless he's just like in those moments, but most of the time he's like sleepy slanty. So we're gonna go, instead of doing like a traditional like winged liner, I'm going to still wing it out, but I'm gonna do it like straight across. So typically if I'm doing a wing liner, I'll start at the bottom and like draw my line and then like connect down. And I think today we're gonna not do that. We're gonna do it the opposite way. So we're going to slant it and connect and kind of, you'll see. I don't really know how to put this into words because I've never actually, let's do it. Yeah, so instead of drawing like the, instead of drawing like the line up and then connecting it, we're gonna do that. I don't know if you can see that, but the eyes are turned downwards instead of up. So now we're gonna do the same on this side and try to match it. I think they're even. The biggest thing is like cleaning it up now. Make sure your lines are clean and smooth. Also, I should have mentioned this beforehand, but you want to make sure you have your staples cut out. You can use real staples. I just choose not to because I know that I could end up hurting myself with them, especially around the eye area by some freak accident. That freaks me out, so I'm just not going to. But if you choose to, take some, like a regular pack of staples and use like a screwdriver or something and break them apart in like 3s or 4s, depending on how thick you want them. Because you know how like an individual staple's like super thin. You can break them off a little bit thicker and it'll give the illusion that they're thicker. Or you can do this. Go to the craft store, get a sheet of silver craft paper. It's like $1, maybe not even that. And you'll just cut off like a super thin strip. Super thin. And then cut that strip into tiny little pieces. So you'll have, tiny little staples. And then you can apply those with latex. So I'm not really sure how I feel about this. It may just be my eye shape. But I think I think I made the liner a little bit thick, but that's alright. We're gonna make it work. It may just be the lower lash line that I'm not too crazy about right now. I still want to conceal more of the upper lip. So we're gonna go in with an actual concealer. Because my lips are full. Or I feel like they're fairly full. Latex time. So take your latex, give it a good shake, I think. I'm gonna use the same plate that I had for my staples, but it's like a double plate, so I'm gonna put it on the other side and hope to God that my cat doesn't come and knock it over. Open up your latex somehow or another. If it wants to open. Ah, there we go. I would say pour a little bit out of a time in layers. So you're gonna put one layer down and then let it dry. And then put another layer down, put it dry. I don't think I'm gonna do a whole lot. I just want to have some type of texture there, but I don't want a whole lot. So you could layer it up and get it pretty like, but I'm not going to. Take your little sponge. And so what we're essentially doing is building a layer. I think I may do like maybe 2 or 3 layers. It's gonna dry down. Some of them dry clear, some of them dry yellow. But you're going to do the layers, let them dry, and then we're gonna do a cream makeup over them and then set them. So, like I said before, make sure you have a good layer of Aquaphor down. So that it doesn't really stick to your skin too much. But as it dries, you'll feel it kind of like tensing up. So be very careful around your eyes. Oh, I did not miss the smell of this. But you can kind of see already it's starting to dry and it's starting to like crinkle up. This is all you're gonna do. Just layer some latex. Another fun tip with latex is as it's drying, you want to like kind of exaggerate your expressions while it's drying. Like you can hold one expression, let it dry a little bit, and then like relax because it'll like wrinkle your skin. I'm gonna go in with a bigger sponge to do my face. Now I'm just gonna use the other half that I cut, and we're just going to, oh, oops, try not to get it on the staples side, but all right. So when you're doing this part, don't get it in your hair or your wig. But you can line it up to your line that you had before. I really need to get my hair out of the way. But just follow the guide that you made and start doing some latex. I'm gonna do not a super heavy layer under here, just because I want to have some movement. I think that was the hard part last time when I did it, was that I put too much under here. You also want to be careful if you have a latex allergy. Don't use liquid latex. Oh, I feel it pulling on my eye. To speed up the process, you can keep a blow dryer with you. I forgot to grab mine, which I may do here in a second. And as soon as you start seeing it dry, just put another layer on. I don't know if you can see it like right underneath here, but it's doing the thing. The heavier the layer you put on, the longer it takes to dry, but like if you want to build up that texture, then you can lay it on pretty heavy. But you can see it's drying pretty fast. Like it goes on like white and then it dries down. Kind of like yellowy. And remember, like, these lines don't have to be perfect. It's just a guideline so you know what you're working with. That way when you go in with your makeup, you've got that fun little guide. If you go out of your circle on your under eye, it's okay. Keep on layering, keep on layering, keep on layering, layering, layering. What do? We layer. So I know I said I was going to do like 3 or 4 layers, but like clearly this needs more. We're going to blow dry on like a warm, cool setting. Don't do it on a hot setting. So now it's the fun part. I'm going to use this brush. It's a little bit larger, but it's okay. I'm going to go in with this red. And let's do this. Oh, that's heavy. That's real heavy. Okay. It's okay. I'm going in with the red to kind of cancel out any like skin colored tone underneath it. Kind of follow the shape that you want for your under eye. I know this looks crazy, but bear with me. On my face, I don't know about yours, but like where my under eye is, there is like an actual divot, like a pocket that I can feel. So I'm just going with that. And I'm just blending out whatever color I have on the brush. I'm not using a whole lot. Try to get it even. Alright, so using sponge, we're going to go in with the cream. And we're going to get this stuff all over. And remember, the texture doesn't have to be smooth. These sponges kind of suck, so... Oh, this works so much better than the makeup I was using before. Oh my god. Invest in good makeup, kids. Whether you're cosplaying or whatever it may be. It makes a world of a difference. I know if you fast forward to this point and you're just like, why is she using red and not purple? Because I want to cancel out flesh tones. So I'm using red. Does it make any sense? No, not really. But there's a method to my madness. We're gonna go in with the purples and the blues in a bit. So when you're doing this, it is a process. It is a long, drawn out process. We're just gonna go stupid. stupid, go crazy. Alright, so we did the red. Now we're going with that purple. So I did like the lighter red. That's kind of what I went in with. We're gonna go in with this purple now. And then we're gonna go in, as soon as we're done with that lighter purple, we're gonna contour with this like dark blue. Be careful when you're applying with the sponge too, because you might tear off some of your latex. Like, I've already gone too much. I went too hard, y'all. There we go. It's coming along. Told you. Told you it'd be fine. I'm gonna blend up into that line. And you can start blending out that like black line that you did. Did the layer of red, did the layer of purple over it. So what I'm gonna do now is take this blue, this like super dark blue, we're gonna contour. So brush, blue, and like I kind of did it already, but whenever you've got this much going on, it's super easy to lose structure. Dobby's got a nice jawline. We don't want to lose that. So we're just gonna give our boy a nice jaw. Right? I think it's safe to say that as a fangirl, that's the one thing that gets us going is the jaw. So it's just like contouring with anything else. You want to use a darker color and create the shadow. You don't have to cover up all the red all over too. I like leaving it because it looks more realistic to me. It looks like irritated skin. Unless you just want full on crispy looking skin, I mean you can do that. But I like the dimension that it adds. I'm also gonna go in on this line, kind of blend this. I just want to add depth, create values. He has like a little bit of a thing there. He also has like a little cleft. So we're gonna do that. But I do want to leave some of the red edges on here because it still looks like irritated skin. You can go in and like create some lines and textures with the darker blue, which I think is what I'm going to do here. Yeah. I'm not going to do too much up here because I don't want to take away too much from everything else. But I'm going to go in with that darker shading in the lip. This way. So after you've contoured and done whatever you want to do, take your brush, go in with that same dark blue color or black, whatever, and start putting this, like, marking where you want to put your staples. Because one, it's a guideline, so you can just latex glue your little staples on. And two, it'll add like a shadow underneath. So if your staples are like too long or too short or whatever, like the color underneath it will make it look more like dimensional. So we're just gonna go in and keep on keeping on. I'm hungry. Oh, that was too much. Too much. Too much. Cool. And then whatever you have left over, if you want, you can just kind of go in and give yourself some more texture that way. There we go. Looks a little more textured without the actual texture. So yeah, you can do that. Go in with your brush. Same thing, use that blue. There's a lot of vacuum going on. That means my grandma's home. Oh yeah, you just keep working at it. This is just how I do it. There's no right or wrong way. I would rather have the illusion of texture with a little bit of texture than having a whole bunch of product on my skin. I am using the L'Oreal Bambi Eye Mascara. It's supposed to give your eyes like a doe-eyed effect. I'm not crazy about it. I still like the Lash Paradise better. And that's just my 2 cents. I don't like spending an arm and a leg on mascara because I go through mascara really fast. But I do have favorite high-end mascaras. I just don't want to spend $24 for a little tube that I'm going to go through in like less than a month. I know there's mascara there, I just can't see. Promise future videos will be more well put together. But staples, if you're wondering how to do staples, those little pieces that you cut out, literally take a pair of tweezers, dip them into the latex. So like tweezers, staple, dip into latex, and then voila. So just do that all over. Okay. Alright, so you got your staples on. This is what it should look like. Dobby also has little cuffs on his ears and piercings on his, like, the side of his nose. I used to have like little fake gem thingies and I would like glue them on. I ran out and I lost all of them and I didn't feel like cutting out like super tiny circle thingies, so I just like put a few dots of eyeliner on there. So now I'm gonna go in, do my arms, And yeah. Alright, so we're still working on it. It's a little check-in, but did the latex. My sleeves cut off right about here, but I found that the last time when I wore it, when I moved, my sleeves would pull up so you could see underneath. So make sure that when you're doing this, you actually bring the burns like up so that when your sleeves and stuff move, it's not as obvious that you didn't pull it all the way through. But now, as you can see, I used the liner, did that, going in with the red now, and we're gonna do the same thing that we did on the face. Hi, yes, we're getting there. Like I said before, Dobby is a labor of love. Kudos to those who made this cosplay. This is actually one of my favorite cosplays I've ever done. But will I do it again after this? I don't know. I highly doubt I will ever wear it to a con. Unless I have somebody helping me with makeup, I guess. Or like, I don't know, if I get paid for it. Pay me to be Dobby. So yeah, just to check in, just to see what's happening. We're just covering large spaces, and I haven't gone in and like added, oh, what's happening here? I haven't gone in and added any extra like texture or anything. The latex on my arms is actually coming off. But yeah, little check-in. Alright guys, so makeup is done, jacket is on. I goofed. I don't know if you can see Tummy. I'm standing on a stool. I didn't lay this out very well. This wasn't very well planned out. It's probably smarter to put the jacket on and then do the makeup, because I did the makeup, put the jacket on. I don't know if you can see, but it ripped some of my latex. But yeah, it's Dabi. I will make a quick video of how I made the jacket, and yeah, I think that covers it. So hope you guys found this video somewhat helpful, and yeah, like, comment, subscribe.